I can't stage this. People bring this here, and that's how it is. So we're not saying any brand. We're not talking about nobody that you know of. Yes, it is a Class A. We'll go into fifth wheel later. But this is a Class A. So I don't know about you, but can you look inside the living room, the kitchen down there? If you can, well, we got a problem.
It's Laurel and Pierre with Blue Ox RV Inspection. And today we are going to take you through the RV show. We are here at Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're gonna walk through these RVs. We're searching for that bone, right? We're like a dog searching for a bone. So stick around and we're gonna update you in a little bit.
All right, so here's the reason why you need to look. And I'm gonna show you a couple of things, but because of our experience, repetitive business, there's places I know where I'm going at with specific models because I've seen it before. I'll show you one in a couple of minutes, but we're back to tips. And I'm gonna show you again the seal. We've talked about this last video. I'm talking about it again. We were just talking to Ross from RV Tips and Travel, and he had this issue before. So see, this seal should be out. It's the water puddles and then it goes right inside your building. I mean, people, you want to save your unit, you need to do those little tasks. You don't need to be a genius or be an engineer to figure that out. Just go out and check every time you lay out your seals. What happened to him is the top seal comes like this. The side seal comes like this. Well, because he cleaned and put some of that stuff, that 303 stuff, to clean and seal your wiper seals, what he did, he tripped this top one and this one became out. And the top one became like this. What do you think happened? Water came into the back of his seal, went right behind his refrigerator, right where he puts all his books and that's when he found that there was leaks somewhere and had to figure out, go backwards. Seal, seal. Water comes like this. Water typically doesn't go up. Yes, we had that in the London air one day because the rain came sideways with a hurricane. That's different. Normal water go from the top to the bottom. So now let's go see a structure issue that I'm going to show you. This is at a show. This is brand new. Slide out inside is perfect. Let's just go see what it looks like outside. Because we're used to some units and it becomes repetitive, here's a new air. Hopefully we can reference to a video we did on the new air. If not, well, go look in our playlist. There was a new air, went in Patricia's unit. So this is this unit. If you come up on this side, I'm going to show you. We're at a show, okay? I can't stage this. People bring this here, and that's how it is. So we're not saying any brand. We're not talking about nobody that you know of. Yes, it is a Class A. We'll go into fifth wheel later. But this is a Class A. So I don't know about you, but can you look inside the living room, the kitchen down there? If you can, well, we got a problem. That's brand new unit. This is exactly how it is out of the manufacturer right here. So let's go chase other issues.
The best place to find the perfect RV for you is an RV show. This is the place where you can walk into Class A's, B's, C's, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and find the perfect RV that fits you. So many floor plans for you to be able to sit in and imagine what it would be like camping. If you're new to our channel and you like our videos, please consider smashing that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when our next video comes out. And don't forget to leave a comment. If you don't know what to comment, just put C4BO, comment for Blue Ox. You know, people ask us all the time, what is the best manufacturer for Class A, fifth wheel, travel trailers? And our response is always, what's your favorite floor plan? You've got to love your floor plan, and then you can narrow down the manufacturer. So what you need to do is make a list. Do you have your must-haves and the things that you're not going to deal with? You know, those deal breakers? So for Pierre and I, we have our must-haves. Just to give you an example, it's got to be a king bed. We also want flush floor slides. I don't deal with those toe stubbers. We also like the TV that is directly across from our sitting area. So our recliners are going to be straight on to the television. I don't want to have to turn my neck. The other must-have for us, it has to be a large shower because Pierre's tall and he wants to be able to bend down and pick up the soap if he drops it without yelling to me to come in and get the soap for him. These are the lists that you need to make. When you walk into a floor plan, if one of those are not there or they are there and it's a deal breaker, don't waste your time sitting in that unit. Move on to the next one until you find that perfect floor plan. Once you've found your perfect floor plan, then you can start doing your research for the manufacturer that makes the floor plan you love. Don't ever settle. That's what we always say. You can't settle because this is going to be your investment. And while you're investing, you need to make sure that you hire a third-party RV inspector like Blue Ox RV Inspection because we have your back. We work for you. So if you look for some of the obvious flaws before you hire your inspector, then that inspector comes in and does the heavy duty work. So after you've gone through the RV and you've looked for a little bit of obvious flaws or defects, now you hire that third party unbiased RV inspector, your RV inspection team. You let the dealership know your team is coming in to inspect. Once they give you their CRL, that's your create repair list, then you're gonna send that to the service department. Don't sign on the bottom line. Don't give them your money. You tell them, I'll sign on the dotted line when you've fixed and repaired everything that my RV inspection team has said was wrong with this RV. When everything is fixed, then you've got a good RV, you can sign on the dotted line. It's your money and you can do what you want with it. You have the upper hand. The ball is in your court.
All right, so I don't want to talk about brands. I don't want to talk about manufacturer. That's your job to figure out what we find, what we show you. If you need to know what it is, well, you know how to reach us. So if ever you're finding a unit, we'll tell you if it's that brand or not that had it. But this is reality. This is what you see. This is what you find. These are the kind of things that we search for, we look, manufacturing-wise. For me, that's a dumb manufacturing. That's how I feel. So I'm not saying any names, so they won't be able to say that, well, you're putting us down. No, it's just that I got a slide-out box. We're familiar with those. We see those. Nice plastic siding, cool floors. Well, it's great until you end up here. Listen, look at this. This is goo, that rubber goo that they put. This is all wood. This is wood fiber. So if it rains, you tell me, what is this gonna do? What is this wood fiber gonna do to this floor? Even the humidity in the air is gonna be sucking up right in there. So those are things you need to watch and look at when you look at different unit and you try to figure out, okay, which brand do I go to? What's my manufacturer? What's the best thing? Those are just tips we're trying to give you. So let's try to reach out for something else.
Okay, we talk about MSRP. Which MSRP do you want? This one or this one? Which one do you take? But thankfully, I have not signed on the dotted line because look at this. Wait till the next one. So pick your MSRP and then negotiate your deal.
All right, compared to the other one I just showed you, that you can have the bare wood sticking out. Don't you think it would be smarter if you had a trim? You have the track that holds the sidewall and this plastic trim that covers the edge of the plywood, because that's plywood, the same thing that we saw over there, but this one has a plastic trim. Doesn't it make sense? So it seals, and no water will go in there. You remember those XLR that we saw before that had that plastic trim on plastic trim? Well, we saw some XLR here that actually had sealant on their plastic trim. So go figure. Manufacturing, yeah. So we had to show you this to compare both what we just saw. So let's carry on.
So walking into these beautiful RVs, like I said, we have our pet peeves. And the first one right here, rug. Rug in an RV, this is a no-no for us. Maybe it's okay by you, but it's a no-no for us. The other thing, it's the floor vents right where you walk. Any kind of weight on these, it's going to break them. What about everything you're gonna drop in there? Dog food, popcorn, jewelry, whatever. You know, when they're off to the side or they're integrated into your island, that to us is the best place. But here's the other thing. This is what I call the toe stubber. When you have the lip of your slide that comes here where you're gonna hit your toe, I want a flush floor slide. Like over here where there's the rug, this is a flush floor slide. I don't want the rug, but I want the flush floor. Tell us in the comments below, what are your pet peeves? So let's recap this. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is figure out what floor plan do you love. Come up with your pet peeves, your must-haves, and go with that. And don't settle. And of course, you're going to look for those obvious things that an RV inspector will find, something you can see with your own eyes. But remember, your inspection team, they're knowledgeable, they're trained, and they're going to find things that you would never see. So you've got to invest in an RV inspector. And what are you gonna get from that? A PDF that you can pull out of your report to send to the RV dealership service department so that you can get everything fixed before you sign on the dotted line, right? Don't sign on the dotted line until everything is fixed. And when you leave that dealership, you're going to be a happy camper. So remember, and do never forget,
it's not all about the destination, it's all about the journey.